Namaste, I am Paulami Hari and today I am here with another new video on Mahabharata. The Mahabharata is a huge epic that consists several characters in its core story. Keeping a track of all of them is a nightmare. In my last video we explored the Kuru dynasty and the birth of the Kuru princess. Today I bring to you the story's major player, the heroine of the epic, Draupadi, and the kingdom of her origin, Panchal. Before we begin, we need some context. In my last video, you had seen how the Kaurava prince Duryodhan poisoned the Pandava prince Bhim and made it impossible for both sides to reconcile. Although they were cousins, they were sworn enemies now. The Kuru elders decided it was time to discipline them. They had to be sent to a school. In those days, a princely kingdom would appoint a guru, akin to a master, who would tutor his pupils for 12 years in all fields of martial arts, administration, and life lessons. The Kuru dynasty hence was looking for a guru, a master. A humble sage named Drona approached them. Drona was in the lookout for students who could avenge him in future. Long ago, when Drona was a child, he had a friend named Draupadi. They were best friends, and Draupadi often promised him that he would give half his kingdom to Drona when they grow up. They got separated later on. Drona became a humble tutor, while Draupadi became a king. His kingdom was called Panchal. Once, Drona's little son wanted some milk, but they were dirt poor, so Drona's wife fed him some rice flour in the name of milk. Drona felt very ashamed of his poverty, and therefore he decided he should ask his friend for help. Drona went to Draupadi humbly, asking for a pair of cows, but Draupadi misjudged him for arriving to claim half his kingdom. Draupadi thus denied being his friend at all and refused to recall any friendship whatsoever. Drona felt betrayed and insulted at the Panchal court, where he promised himself that he'll return one day to claim his kingdom. Drona was thus looking for able and competent warriors who would avenge him. When he was appointed the guru of the Kuru princess, his family was pulled out of poverty. Drona took a liking for the prince Arjun. Arjun was very focused, so much that when they were tasked with shooting a bird, Arjun said he could see only the bird's eye. Drona promised him that he would train Arjun into becoming the greatest archer of the world. Drona's ashram was already flooding with students, and 2 more students wanted to join him. One such boy was Eklavya. He was denied entry because he was from a tribal community and was also from a rival kingdom. But Eklavya secretly took lessons from afar. He became a fantastic archer. When Drona found out how good he had become, he demanded his thumb in return for the fees of his classes. The cruel act of Drona has been a matter of controversy. It is one of the oldest instances of casteism that was recorded in Mahabharata, and it has been gravely criticized. There was another boy who approached Drona for his classes. This boy was older than all the Kuru princes and was the son of Bhishma's charioteer. This boy was named Karna. He was a brilliant child who wished to learn archery despite being from a servant class. He was first taken in, but he later dropped out, witnessing partiality and classism. The boy Karna had a special gift. He was born with a magical armor and a pair of magical earrings. Drona took him in, at first seeing his potential. He soon became good friends with Duryodhan. In Drona's several lessons, one of the greatest weapons was called Brahmastra. Today this weapon is called a nuclear bomb. Drona did not want to teach it to anyone except Arjun. He didn't even give it to his own son, Ashwathama. When Karna demanded to be taught the same, he too was denied. citing the lower status of his birth. Angered, Karna left the tutelage and went to the guru of Drona himself, Lord Parshuram. If you remember, Lord Parshuram was also the guru who trained Bhishma. Karna lied to Parshuram about his caste and he studied under him in the guise of a high-caste Brahmin. Parshuram trained him better and taught him how to create Brahmastra. Because Arjun was given more importance while he was denied the right to study, Karna hated Arjun ever since. He then trained himself harder so he could refute Drona's promise of making Arjun the greatest warrior of the world. When the princes grew up and returned to Hastinapur, they demonstrated their skills at an arena. Karna challenged the champion, Arjun. Many people denied him the right to fight him because Arjun was from a higher caste. Karna defended his skills and his rights, but no one came for him. No one except Duryodhan. Duryodhan supported him and gifted him a small province of the Kuru dynasty, the Anga province. Karna was made a king, and now he was considered equal to Arjun in caste. This way, they could face each other off. The Pandavas' mother, Kunti, fainted in the gallery. She couldn't believe her eyes. Drona, thus prepared with all the princes, attacked the Panchala Kingdom. The attack was also a race to find a credible heir to the Kuru throne. The Kauravas and the Pandavas attacked separately. The Kauravas lost, while the Pandavas won, thanks to Arjun's precision. Draupadi was imprisoned. His kingdom had fallen and Drona fulfilled his promise. The kingdom was divided in two. Northern half of Panchala was taken by Drona and the southern half was given to Draupadi to rule sovereignly. The northern half under Drona became a tributary of the Kuru kingdom. Draupadi swore revenge. He prayed to the gods and consulted various ascetics to help him have a child who would kill Drona for him. In an intense yagna, 2 full-grown children came out of fire. First was a man named Drishtadyumna. He was born to kill Drona. And the second was a woman named Draupadi. A beautiful princess born out of fire, she was destined to bring the fall of the Kuru kingdom. Draupadi swore his twins would avenge him and his insult. Thus, Draupadi, the princess, became instrumental in the fall of the Kuru kingdom. Draupadi's journey later would be the reason of the great war of Mahabharata, although she never intended it. As for Kunti's secret, why she fainted at the sight of Karna, it's a tragic secret story. Remember I mentioned Kunti's power of calling gods? She had acquired the mantra long before her marriage, and to test its power she had used it on the sun god, Surya. She thus unknowingly became pregnant with Surya's child. That child was born with a magical armor. That boy was Karna. Unfortunately, Kunti had not been married yet. Hence, she had to secretly cast away her child on the river. The boy, thanks to his magical armor, survived and was found by Bhishma's charioteer. Karna was aware that he was adopted, but he was unaware that he too was a demigod and was, in fact, Arjun's brother. Their rivalry broke Kunti's heart and she fainted. So that was all for today. For more content like this, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also leave a comment below. That helps me gain your perspective. And do check out my novel, A Game of Death, a Mahabharata story. It's a novel written from the point of view of Draupadi. It's available on Kindle, and now it's also available on pothi.com in a printed format. In my next video, I'll bring to you more stories from Mahabharata and will explore more characters. So until next time, take care and namaste.